In that moment of and the moment can stretch, like I said, months, if not years. In the moment of the confrontation or the taming of the dragon, viscerally there's an energetic, almost like a martial art that has to take place. You have the dragon, that which you fear, that which you resist. Then you have your overcompensation, where majority of the time is invested, time, resources, and energy is invested in not under fire again, not coming into even the vicinity of the dragon. And then you realize how much of your life, and then because of how much of your life, how much of your identity has been marshaled into the architecture of defense so that that thing doesn't befall you again. I mean, if there were horrible egregiances of break in trust in early childhood, then largely your personality is conflict averse. It's not going to put itself in a position to rely on anybody anymore. And maybe that works for you for a long, long time until a point hits where the defense breaks down. You can't hold up your reality anymore. The defenses are weakened. The survival strategy unravels. It happens mostly in midlife after 20 years of putting them into practice. We call it a midlife crisis. We can reframe it as a midlife opportunity. We can say we're actually being led. We're saying the time is now for the remaining chapter of our life. Now we can relinquish this defense mechanism. If we relinquish the defense mechanism, what happens? You actually get even closer to that which you have been avoiding. And that's the whole point of the myth. That's the whole point of this confrontation with the unconscious, and finally this trial. And that's what the Tibetan Book of the Dead is designed to help us do. Keith and myself were afraid of death. Maybe some of you also have had medical conditions that make you brush up on your mortality, or maybe you're getting up there in age. You're seeing how quickly the world is spinning. You're seeing how the sand in the hourglass is quickly dissipating. It's a good exercise for all of us, because death is certain and the time of death is uncertain. That's the big D death. The little d death is whatever your dragon is. And part of this process, if you're here at this crossroads, at this juncture in the journey, as easy as it is to say and as hard as it is to do, is to relinquish the defense. If you can say yes to your worst case of being devoured, then you are liberated from the fear.